afternoon. It is 5:05, January 13th. Call the Calhoun Parish School Board meeting to order. I'll start with prayer and then we'll have a pledge. Heavenly Father, grant us the wisdom, respect, and unity as we make decisions for the good of our students and our community. In your name we pray. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Mr. Bentley.
Yes, sir. Ms. Ayo.
Present.
Mr. Baumgarten.
Here.
Mr. Brode. Here. Mr. Castillo.
Here.
Ms. Fontenot.
Here.
Ms. Gay.
Here.
Mr. Hardesty.
Here.
Ms. Hardy McReynolds.
Here.
Mr. Natale.
Here.
Mr. O'Banion.
Here.
Mr. Pichon.
Here.
Mr. Roberts.
Here.
Mr. Tarver.
Here.
Reverend Wallace.
Here.
Dr. Washington.
Present.
You have a quorum? Thank you. Before we move into the agenda items, on behalf of the board, we wanted to recognize Reverend Desmond Wallace for all the hard work and representing so well last year as president. On behalf of the board and everyone involved, thank you very much. Okay, I have a request to move item 8A, which is the Employee Benefits Committee report, to the front, because there's some time constraint issue. And so do we need to make a motion to have that approved? We only do. Okay. Is there an objection? All right. Start with 8A.
Appreciate y'all doing that. I got a 6-hour drive. I'm trying to get there before it's too late tonight. Calhoun Parish School Board Employee Benefits Committee met on Tuesday, December the 9th. Quorum was present. No formal action was taken tonight. It's pretty much for information purposes only. Our current healthcare costs are over budget by 2.8%. The 2026 plan year budget for May through October is $27,346,402. The 2025-2026 plan year spent for the same period is $28,125,395. The current trend to account for inflation and the cost of medical care is 7% for the third straight year. In addition to those trends, the CPSB health insurance members are spending more than is budgeted for the fourth year in a row. We have 7 large claimants so far this plan year compared to 5 from last year. None of them have reached the reinsurance threshold yet. So while the claimants have cost the plan less so far, Calhoun Parish School Board has not received any reimbursements money yet from the stop loss coverage plan. Hub International marketed at our current PBM contract and secured a better contract for rate for 2026-2027 plan year with Express Scripts and Crumdale. If expenditures were to remain the same, the new contract rates would save Calhoun Parish School Board $4.6 million or 6.9% of our total budget. Jay Bergeron shared some information about meetings held with United Healthcare and Meridian on the exploration into pricing the difference between TPAs. It was highlighted that only notable difference between each TPA was the only notable difference between the TPA was the reporting data capability of each, and that moving to a different TPA would not have an impact on the health insurance premiums at this time. Mr. Bergeron gave an update on the status of the RFP for an employee healthcare clinic, as well as preliminary costs conducted by Hub International, and the creation of a questionnaire that will accompany the RFP once it is approved by the board and then advised. Finally, Mr. Bergeron presented the committee with an update on the new Walk for Wellness program that is enhancing participation in the Couch Ferry School Board Wellness Program and the overall summary. And that being done, there was no more information.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. All right, we'll move on to item number 3, approval of minutes. Approved by Mr. Hardesty, seconded by Mr. Bennett. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 4, presentations.
Yeah, so we'll start with Mr. Raspberry from Lake Charles Memorial Hospital.
Good evening. Tonight I'll be going over the quarterly report that entails the month of August to October 31st. During that time frame, we did a total of 252 injury assessments in Calcasieu Parish. And of those 252, 62 needed to seek attention of a physician, or 24%. During that time frame, it was fall sports. We covered 89 varsity football games. There were 2 high school football jamborees held in our parish, one at Sam Houston, one at Sulphur High School. We covered both of those. We did 8 football scrimmages before the season started, 36 JV football games, 14 freshman football games, 49 varsity volleyball games, and 6 basketball scrimmages and 4 cross-country meets. As always, we are upholding our contract and visiting our schools 5 times a week for our contract with y'all, and we are currently gearing up for our winter. We're finishing winter sports and starting spring sports. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Item B.
We have the Iowa High School Yellow Jackets and their coaches and players here, as well as their principal. So we'll start with Mr. Deeds.
Good evening. On behalf of the Iowa High School and the Iowa community, I would like to thank the board, Dr. Van Meter and his staff for having us here tonight to recognize the hard work and determination of a group of young men, their coaches, and a tremendous support staff that surrounds them. It is an honor, a privilege, and a moment of tremendous pride that I get to stand before you tonight to recognize an accomplishment of significant historical importance. For the first time in over 50 years, Calcasieu Parish is once again home to the LHSA State Football Champions. We're extremely proud about that, excited, all of the support that we got from everyone throughout the parish. We had schools that put up billboards for us. The amount of text, the amount of support that we got was tremendous, and it did nothing but provide a strong foundation for what we were able to accomplish. So at this time, I'd like to invite up our head football coach, Coach Tommy Jones.
Thank you all for having us. The support was just tremendous from the parish, all of Southwest Louisiana. When we got back, I ran into like 30 teachers from the parish and elementary, middle schools. Said, Coach, wasn't a whole lot of teaching going on. We watched the game in class, not to get them in trouble or anything. They learned a lot of math lessons. It was 50 to 43. So they learned how to count very high that night. So that was good. So a little curriculum going on in there with the game. But thank all of you for your support. I'm still recovering from the hug. Dr. Van Meter, Tony, appreciate that. I think these two can tell you they were there on the field to look and turn back and see the people in the stands, the emotion, the hugs, people were crying. It's what it does for our community. And to be honest with you, I never thought something like that could have that big of an impact on our parish. But I know, as Mr. Deeks said, it's first time in I think 53 years, something like that. I never knew that until that week. But just I'm glad we're able to finally get one back over here. So once again, thank you all for having us tonight and honoring our team. These kids have put in a lot of time and work, and they deserve it. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, now all right, you guys look right here at me first, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, that's not for your families.
Okay, guys, while we're on presentations, we have one more that's not on the agenda. But at this time, we'd like Mr. Tony McCormick to come up. He's going to discuss the Ed Rising program with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President and School Board. It's my honor, and I'm excited. I didn't realize this was taking place tonight, but you know, in the world of career and technical education, we have a lot of cool programs and a lot of cool classes and a lot of amazing things that the community loves and schools love, and most importantly, the kids love. But one of my favorite and one of the crown jewels is the Educators Rising program, or Ed Rising for short. And I had an amazing sponsor at Washington Mary, Miss Carly Piku, who moved down to the middle school level, but one of her loves and her favorite thing to do is the Ed Rising program. And one of the first things she did when she got to the middle school level was, hey, Mr. Carl, I want to do this middle school club program, and it was just kind of taken off in the nation. And so she's the first, certainly here in Calcasieu, and maybe one of the first in the state. I'm not too sure on the math on that. But we do have tonight, just real quick and briefly, Principal Nicholas Johnson from Molo Middle, Ms. Carly Piku, the teacher sponsor for this program, and the Molo Middle School Educators Rising program. Please stand. Ms. Carly, do you have any words to say? Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Item 5, Superintendent's report.
Yes, sir. We'll start with early childhood program governance. December was a month filled with Christmas cheer. Through community support, students at Head Start were generously blessed with many wonderful Christmas gifts. The children received bikes to baby dolls and toy trucks to princess dresses, generously donated through the Church of the King and Holiday Helping Hands. Our students and families certainly felt the love of Christmas. Our 4-year-old students enjoyed a memorable trip to Grant Christmas Tree Farm, where they engaged in hands-on learning and exploration. We also hosted a parent meeting featuring a festive ornament-making activity, fostering family engagement and strengthening connections within our school community. Throughout the month, students and staff showed their holiday spirit during Christmas Dress-Up Week, a Christmas program that all students participated in, and Christmas parties that highlighted student creativity and joy. December was truly a joyful and impactful month for all Head Start programs. You've each received the school population report that reflects the ending numbers from November and the ending numbers in December. I would like to report our December 2025 sales tax numbers from our general fund, which showed collections of $3,935,074, or 29.5% above budget for the 6th month of the 25-26 fiscal year. And collections are $1,592,926, or 10.2% above collections for the same month last year. The latest hurricane report is in your packet. All board members are required to have a minimum of 6 hours of continuing credit from LSBA. We were notified that the following board members have required hours for the 2025, and LSBA has mailed certificates that will be placed in your individual folders kept here. Aaron Natali, Karen Hardy McReynolds, Glenda Gay, Patrick Pichon, Mary Fontenot, Dean Roberts, Dr. Betty Washington, Damon Hardesty, Tony O'Banion, Phyllis Ayo, Russell Castile, Billy Rowe, Reverend Desmond Wallace, and Sean Baumgarten. A special recognition goes to Ms. Gay. Ms. Gay has been named a certified school board member for the 2025 school year, and we do have a special certificate for you as well. Yes, ma'am. Congratulations. And January is School Board Recognition Month, and I want to firstly say how much we appreciate all you do for our district, and thank you very much. We held our monthly literacy day this month at Benton Elementary School this past month. Students at Benton Elementary focused on the importance of reading, and district staff were present to read a book. Thank you to Dr. Anderson and her staff for organizing this event. The LaGrange Navy JROTC had their inspection occur this past month as well. The cadets did a fantastic job, and the inspection went very well. Thank you and congratulations to the students, as well as First Sergeant LaShawn Bland and Chief Marlon Hamilton on their hard work and leadership. Finally, I do want to let you know that I've been asked to serve as the Region 4 and Region 5 Chair of the Louisiana Association of School Superintendents and Administrators, and that starts this month. This concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Dr. Chairman. Anyone have any questions? Comments? Okay. Number 6, executive session. There's none. Number 7. We've already completed 8, so that takes us to number 9. Take appropriate action. 9A, approve cooperative endeavor agreement with the state of Louisiana for appropriations contained in Act 1 of 2025, regular legislative session, and Act 461 of 2025, regular legislative session, and authorize Superintendent Jason Van Meter to sign any and all documents in connection with the agreement.
So this is,
Motion to approve. Okay.
got any description? This is just basically to allow me to sign documents for money that we get from the state.
Any questions? Comments? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Passed. 9B, public hearing to consider and take appropriate action on the charter application of Gray Parks, Lake Charles, Dan Stockton is the co-founder. Motion on this. To discuss? Or what is Dr. Van Meter?
So this is a type 1 charter application from Great Parks Lake Charles. I emailed you the application as well as the rubrics, as well as the independent evaluation from the entity that we had to review the application for you as required by the state.
I'd like to make a motion to that request.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Castile, second by Dr. Washington. Discussion, please.
Yeah, I want to just say that in reviewing the report, it pointed out a lot of great things Calcasieu Parish is doing, and as far as bringing up our schools, the grade levels in our schools and stuff. So it was great to see that in the report, and because of that, I don't see a reason why we need to have another charter school in the area. Thank you.
I just agree. I see the application was well written. It was reflected of some of the great things. It reflected a lot of the things that we do really well in Calcasieu, and I see no need to open another charter.
Any other comments? So the motion is to deny it, so do I need to word this all in favor of the motion to deny? Okay, so all in favor of Mr. Castile's motion to deny the application, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's denied. Moving on to C, approval of revision to the cooperative endeavor agreement with the town of Iowa for an assigned law enforcement officer for Iowa Middle School, as well as for one already approved and placed at J.I. Watson Elementary. This contract will come up for renewal August 2026.
Second.
Move by Mr. Castile, second by Ms. Reynolds.
Yeah, this is just kind of reflecting what we see in a lot of our outlying areas. For example, Benton has the schools in Benton, Benton PD. Iowa PD would like to handle Iowa Middle. We currently have an officer just at the high school, but we have a lot of kids there. So to have somebody at Iowa Middle, everybody agrees would be beneficial. They asked for a little bit extra time. We were going to do this last month, and they asked for a little bit extra time to work through the logistics on their end. So that's where we are.
Anyone have any questions, comments? All in favor? Say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No. Majority, keep passing. D, approve the cooperative endeavor agreement with Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office sharing camera access for emergencies.
I so move.
Second. Who made the motion? Ms. McReynolds made the motion and Mr. Hart second. Van Mute.
Yeah, so we would like to do basically a CEA with CPSO to be able to share cameras for our with the real-time crime center in case of emergency. This is something that logistically takes us a little bit to work on. So we've been working on it. Now that we know that we can make this happen, we wanted to enter in with an agreement. We would like to do this subject to council approval. We've got the vast majority of it ironed out. I think the two lawyers have to still arm wrestle a little bit on some of the verbiage, but the rest of it is good, and we want to continue with some of the work we've done, and doing this would allow us to start testing things. So,
Mr. Van?
And I assume like the municipalities would.
So this is,
Sheriff's Office.
no, this is all through the real-time crime center at CPSO. In order to do this, it takes a little doing logistically, technology-wise.
They
The-
go through the.
So if, for example, the Quincy PD had something, they would go through real-time crime center. They've got cameras everywhere. It's pretty impressive.
Anyone else? Questions, concerns? Okay, so we need to vote on item D. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
So move on 10A.
Need a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Mr. Horace, moved on 10A and second by Mr. Thornburg. Advertise for employee health clinic, RFP.
Yeah, so this is something our risk management has been working on. I know they talked to y'all about this earlier. So y'all, we would come to you with the RFP before it went out, and still in time to be able to get something in place for next year. This is basically to have an employee health clinic or partner with someone to provide that for our employees. Again, you've all received a copy of the RFP as well as the questionnaire.
Mr. Castile? Anyone?
I just want to make sure that, this is something that if we don't like the results when we get it back, that we don't have to, approve something.
Yeah, so the RFP is to get, you know, an idea of what's out there and what we've got. In addition to, you know, y'all decide you don't want to do this. The way the RFP is written, this isn't something that's necessarily you're tied into for 10 years either. Even if you decided to go with something, it would be, you know, we can evaluate it after the first year and see if it works financially for us as well as for whatever provider is over.
Okay, Mr. Obey?
Yeah. So, but the way it's written now, it won't come back to us for approval, it's just the committee.
Well, I think it still comes back to the board, yeah.
Select a committee on that.
Yeah.
That's all Jay. Yeah. Once we make the selection from our side, at staff level, yes, we'll present to you.
So,
Yeah.
the selection committee is just a recommendation.
Yeah, just like we would normally do with any other RFP. It goes through that selection committee. That's one of the reasons why we were pushing it for this month, so that we could have time to come back to a board meeting. So,
I saw some of the questions and on the copay, so is there minimum copay? I mean,
Legally, we have to charge them copay, so we left it somewhere between $5 and $15, so it could be relatively cheap for the employee, but still doable for anybody that goes to the clinic. But we do have to charge a copay.
And I guess the Health Connections, is it different because they're government?
Just Health Connections.
The police
They also charge a copay. At the very beginning, at least the first 3 years that they did charge a copay.
I don't think they do now.
But they don't now, copay.
That was just one question.
Anyone else have any questions before we vote? Okay. All in favor of 10A, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passed. Moving on to 11, no bid reports. 12, no bid reports. 13, correspondence. Change order number 4 for the project phase 3, the new gymnasium and site improvements at Washington Marion High School.
So move on 13, page B and C.
Second. Mr. Reynolds, move on to B and C, and Reverend Wallace seconded. So,
I think I'm still reading, right? I'm still reading. I think still reading.
Oh, district 31 bond funds, yeah, so I'm finishing up with me, I apologize. Eleanor Architects and Associates LLC. Change order B, for the project phase 4 exterior and interior improvements for Ray D. Mullo Middle School, District 31 bond funds, Eleanor Architects and Associates LLC, and K&D Development of Southwest Louisiana, which is an increase of $75,879. And C, recommendation of acceptance for phase 6, modification to existing library, Washington Marion High School.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my question is, have there been any deletions from the projections of the original bond or deletion? Anything that was rendered necessary to be done in the original bond? So, now.
There are projects that they haven't finished yet, and then depending on, you know, what money is available left in the bond, I know we're gonna evaluate those as we go. But there are certainly projects that haven't been completed yet.
I understand the completion. I think primarily what I'm asking, is there anything that was deleted out of the original proposal when the bond passed? I mean, I'm asking because I don't know, but I'll find out, but I'm asking.
Yeah,
Overall,
we have to look at that.
okay, could you look at that again and see, because I just want to make sure that in the passage of that particular bond, what we ask the voters in bond district 31 to approve that those things were done. I know that there was problems with the delay in starting a project and materials and that kind of thing became much more expensive.
Now we
So
did,
I just don't know if anything was deleted.
Yeah.
Everything that the voters voted for is going to be done if they decide.
and I know too that there were other projects that were added or substituted. So for example, the gym, which is what they're working on right here, was not in the original bond, the way I understand it. I wasn't superintendent during the original bond, but from what I understand, that gym was not in the original bond.
It wasn't, but early on, the amount that it would cost to continue to refurbish the gym that they had there.
Yes, ma'am.
It was decided at that time that it would be
To rebuild it.
feasible just to build another gym.
Sure.
Because the cost would have been basically the same. But, I was waiting until Mr. Smith provides.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make sure, if I'm leaving, that I'll be back to fill out blue cards like
Yes,
I
ma'am.
did before I got up here, that this is taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate it, thank you.
I'd like to speak on behalf of, right now, as I was told, I think they're leaving out the baseball and softball fields, but that's not gonna happen. We're gonna include the baseball and softball fields back into the proposal.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's what you're saying, and I haven't been clear, but that's what I was told.
Okay, well, that's basically why I was asking, because I can ask about it. I wanted to put it in the record that I asked, and we will get information relevant to that.
Mr. Dillon should probably get some information to you later. Any
Yeah,
other?
I appreciate it. You're fantastic.
Yes,
With getting information that we asked for, at least.
Sure.
And I appreciate that, I wholeheartedly.
Okay. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything else?
I want to get so off of this game. I mean, it's fantastic. If you guys do something, it's very wrong.
Are there any other, questions, comments for 9A? All right. Do we want to do them individually, for each one individually, or? I know, right? Okay, so any other questions, comments on the remaining ones? Yeah, I'll get read them all. All right, well then, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passed. 14 condolences and recognitions. We'll start with Mr. P. Shaw, Ms. Linda, probably get your breath. Star. Sean, Mr. Castillo.
All right, I have a few of them, hope I didn't leave anybody out in doing these things. So the first one is Jack Shantz. He was the wife of retired Dr. Dill Shantz, passed away about December the 12th. The father of Dial Barrington and father-in-law of Pinky Barrington, Robert Barrington, and also the father of Dara Joe Johnson. Another one is for, on behalf of Sandy Didry, her mom passed away. And also, Margaret Castile, her brother-in-law recently passed away.
That's when we had Mr. Shantz.
I agree.
All right, just like Mr. Castile said, it's been very active, so if we forget or omit, please forgive us. But one for Mr. Don McZill, longtime educator in our system. One for Miss Tracy Huddleston, who was also a retired educator. Mr. Percy Brown, a retired administrator in the system. As well as one from a community standpoint. They were not from this particular parish, but they served many years in education. Dr. Hilda Guillory, who is and her husband would be the recipient, Pastor Matt Guillory Sr. Both of them are retired administrators from that district, but also a pastor in this community.
Please add me to Mr. Shantz. Also add me to Mr. McZill, and also like a letter of condolences to the family of Mr. William Proctor. He was a teacher at E.K. Key, Eastwood, Raynard, and W.O. Boston, a math teacher. So please, I'll do that.
I'd like to be added to Dr. Washington, for Mr. Proctor, and also to Reverend Wallace, all three of them. I'd like to be added to Dr. Sean and Katie Hendricks. Also have a letter of recognition. We've had a para at Vincent Settlement. She's also long-term sub at kindergarten. She's received her doctorate. All our programs with that, so her name is Robin Constance.
I'd like to be added to Reverend Wallace and Dr. Washington.
All right. 15 scheduled committees. Budget and CNI is scheduled for the 27th of January. Budget first and CNI follow.
I think they have asked us to flip those two, so probably CNI first, budget second.
Okay, duly noted.
Is that right?
Number 16, need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Ortiz made motion, seconded by Dr. Washington. All in favor of adjournment, say aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned.